Hello and welcome to our 2020 first annual Creation Celebration. I'm Todd Wood and I'm president of Core Academy of Science, the organization that sponsored this celebration, an online conference, and I'm also your host for the weekend. I'll be popping in and out here and there to bring you more information about Core Academy, our ministry, and so forth, and sort of guide you through our online conference, our first online conference. I'm pretty excited about it. Now, as you know, we can't really meet in person because of COVID-19 restrictions, so that was kind of a big deal for us because a lot of what we do here at Core Academy is live in-person events, and we basically had to cancel everything. So that was kind of devastating. But we can still have these special events if we hold them in a virtual way, right? Online. So that's what this Creation Celebration is all about. That's what it's for. Now, I want to say a special thanks to Brenna Friends, our office manager here, ministry manager. She came up with this idea, planned the whole thing, did a lot of work, edited a bunch of video, and I think it's going to be great. So thank you, Brenna, for coming up with this idea. So how does this conference work? Well, it's designed to be flexible and fit whatever you want to do with it. We've divided things up into sort of more or less thematic sections, and each section then is scheduled to go online at a particular time during the next 2 days. And now, if you want the sort of normal conference experience, you can follow along with the schedule exactly as it's given, just like a regular conference. And I've done a couple of these already this year, and they really kind of do feel like a regular conference. It's even better if you sort of gather people together in a big room, or maybe your living room or whatever, and watch together. It does feel a little bit like a real conference. But if you prefer something else, you can watch the videos in any order you want, whenever you want. Once they're online, once they've gone online this weekend, then they'll be available to you forever, basically, as long as we keep the videos online. And even the live session. We have 3 live panel sessions planned for this weekend, and even those sessions will be automatically recorded, and they'll be available again to you. So you take advantage of this in any way you want to. If you want the regular conference experience, that's great. If that doesn't fit in your schedule, that's great too. We can accommodate that. And you can enjoy the conference however you like. Now, speaking of live panels, I've got 2 of my friends who are going to join me. Marcus Ross, who is the Director of Creation Studies at Liberty University, and Paul Garner, who is a speaker with Biblical Creation Trust in the United Kingdom. And they're going to be joining me for themed panel discussions. So I've got some questions that I've already sort of worked out and we're going to talk about and hash through during those sessions. But we also want you to participate. We want this to be as much like a real conference as it can be. So we want you to send your questions to info@coresci.org. That's info@coresci.org. And we'll try to answer some of those questions during the live panel session. And of course, as a live panel session, if you show up at the actual time appointed, you'll see it happen live with all of its warts and all, right? Whatever goes right is going to go right, and whatever goes wrong, well, it'll go wrong. So we'll see what happens. So now, I did want to mention a little bit about the format, not just the online format, but why are we calling this the Creation Celebration? We have a good reason for doing that. This celebration is intended to bring us into worship of the Creator. It's supposed to inspire us to worship the Creator. Anytime we encounter the works of God, we ought to stop and show our gratitude and show our praise. And that's why we called it the celebration. So we want everything that happens here, not just to encourage your faith, not just to excite you about science, but to bring you into a beautiful time of worship with God the Creator. So each of the 7 sections, we've got 7 sections this weekend. Each one has an introductory worship video, and I really encourage you to take part in that worship video. Don't just skip it. I have written and recorded the special devotionals, each one on a different day of creation. We also have music in these videos, and I hope that you will find them very encouraging and exciting and worshipful as we go through the weekend together. I've also asked a couple of my international friends to come and give testimonies about what it's like to be a creationist or Christian in their own country. So we'll have those as well. And again, all of this is designed to bring us great encouragement. Here in the United States, we're still, as I'm recording this, we're still wondering who the next president is going to be and how long they're going to fight it out in court or in the electoral office or whatever. But I want to remind us, as Proverbs says, the king's heart is a stream of water in the hand of the Lord, and he turns it wherever he will. We can go to the polls, we can do our voting, we can do our civic duty here, but God is the one who has already ordained our future. And if you've read Revelation, you know how it ends. Jesus wins! Yay! So I'm really encouraged by that, and I hope that you will be encouraged by this weekend as we sort of set aside some of our anxieties and concerns and worries about the current world situation and just focus on the wonders of God's creation and the wonders of our Creator. And with that, I'll let you get started with our first section on the doctrine of creation.